Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. To the trial we go. Looks like it's going to start. Another class trial.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to get to trial grounds?
Damn it!
You're right. We can't do anything when we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey!
Noel, did you hear something? You guys hear something? Hear something.
Hey!
What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting out Chiaki, your surroundings started shaking and rumble. And then it suddenly appeared before us. Oh. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way.
Alright!
I'm gonna go. Just hold on. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I'll avenge you.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Be a little careful. At least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
It appears you cannot escape.
I agree. I detect the sense of danger. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside.
It's nearly showtime!
How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. Alright. Now then, shall we get moving as well?
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia's going, then there's no way I'm not gonna go.
Damn it!
Alright, but it's so damn annoying. It doesn't matter if it's trap or not. One by one, everyone on Kuma Rock. That was until I was on the left, and as I was about to say, we're the same. The same step ladders. Huh? I was sitting next to me, his eyes locked on Monokuma Rock. Under a small movement in his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just step ladders. For everyone who holds the title of the ultimate. I always believed that in mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
Man.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. From that, true hope would be born. I always believed the talent that survived would be true hope.
Damn it.
But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst of all this killing. Of course there's. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and seemingly obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that.
Well...
Oh, it's not like that's what I want to say to you anyway.
Hey.
There's this one novel, like, it's a particular mystery story. Not a novel. A story told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in serial killer mystery. When you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl's actually the killer. Huh. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and rejection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you're looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on the book I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a noble answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve corps student like you. But I know that you don't matter at all. So why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love.
Right?
In some ways we're similar, but maybe the difference is that what makes me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone is waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe that you're like everyone else? Your reserve corps students are so full of themselves. I'm not doing the laugh. It's my fucking throat. Not Nagito's chilling. Alright. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into the Monokuma Rock. Calm down? That's right. I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I said to Monokuma Rock. I need my drinks. The elevator shook violently as it ascended at an ever-increasing speed.
Hey.
When we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me how efficient the elevator in Funhouse was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake, and ascended deeper and deeper, and suddenly, it stopped like it always does. And the door opened. But
now.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things. So let's just get on with it already. So sad, my chest hurts. Forcing anyone to do this is sad.
Hey,
Don't go
come
talk.
on now.
Hey, don't go talking about permission after I said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times.
Hey.
One extreme punishment.
Now then.
Let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. Chop chop. And so it begins. I hope it will never happen again, and now it's happening for fourth time. And currently the fortress glass shell is about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate and more daring and more honest than anyone I've met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Kane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I thought I got used to his uniform, Nekomaru's killer is one of us. I miss Ibuki and Mahiru. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. I won't be about this excuse. And Peko. I don't give this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends. I'll never ever forget them. I miss the women. And so, this life-threatening child billowing of hope with despair has begun. At least we still have Chiaki. That's pretty pog champ if you ask me. We got do we got new skills? I know we have one right now, which was cheat code. Yeah. Do we have none anymore? Alright then.
Now then, let's begin with a simple. During the class
We know how
trial, you will present your.
I'm just
if
gonna
you
skip
vote
this
correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Okay, it's both avenging and curry. That's my assumption.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Yeah.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Yes.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Yes, simp.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
No.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
I mean, what you said back at the rock. Never mind.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
Yeah.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
Yes. Wait, is my mic on this side? Yes, it
The
is.
body discovery announcement was made
Sorry.
soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Yeah.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What?
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Okay, let's see. I mean, Peko did it out of, Peko did it out mostly because, she thought it'd be right to protect Rihiko and not let him become blackened. Mikan, well, she just killed 2 people. So, no.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Yeah.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yes.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Huh? Well,
yeah.
The weapon is obvious, right? Huh? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell the weapon by looking at it. It wouldn't be much of a mystery without true. The only thing the crime scene looked like weapons probably... It was the hammer. That hammer. What's the hammer?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, not the pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is
no,
possible.
it didn't. No, wait.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
No, it looks...
The weapon is decided.
Then, the name. New-looking hammer. So it's new. It looks new, but it doesn't look like it'd be the weapon
I guess
itself.
we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
Are you...
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong! No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Yeah.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Huh.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What?
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It
Sure.
seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it
Yeah.
doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Yeah. Someone according to Nekomaru, the hammer had nothing. The chain around the door had nothing, so it had to be a broken pillar.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
We've been over this. You cannot carry the pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it
Yes.
as a weapon.
Finally, someone with some sense.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Wouldn't that make it a suicide though?
So, he lifted the pillar, And then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
No, you're implying it.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're right.
God fucking damn it, Akane. Well, it still does bother me a little. The word suicide. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the fourth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that shouldn't matter. No way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Really?
Huh? For reals?
Yes,
Yeah.
for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
Poggers.
Sonia, here I go!
Wire and... Let's see what they have. Let's see what they have.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
That's,
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Yeah.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Wait, tipped over.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
I mean,
Even
yeah.
I could probably tip it over.
Yeah, no, anyone could tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Wait a minute. Let me think about all of them. That's not really it.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Wait, the
pillar
pillar.
was
Wait, there's
not
pillar
lifted.
fragments under Nekomaru. If they
Beating him with it is beyond
if
a
they
dream.
killed it, if they pushed it on him, when they're
What about tipping the pillar over?
oh
They
damn
aimed
it,
right for his head and bullseye.
yeah, I was gonna say
Even I could probably tip it over.
they can't you cannot
Considering the pillar's
if you
weight,
tipped it over, then
it
you
probably exerted a ton of force.
tipped it over. There'd be
Sonia, you
pieces
go,
on him,
girl!
not on
I'm getting hella excited!
not under him. Because there's pillar fragments under him. Am I right? Bum, 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 bum.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
All right.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Yeah.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Yeah.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
What?
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How
All
much
right.
longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
Yeah.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
I love this guy.
You guys, the same as usual.
Tell-
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
They're high school students. The fuck do you expect?
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito.
Alright.
What the hell happened to you?
Yeah, what the fuck,
How
man?
come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Yeah.
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
Really?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
What?
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion
God
over
damn it,
evil,
Nick.
am the ultimate
Damn it.
weapon.
God damn it, Gundam. I don't know if that's coming.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Sword.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Thank you, Gundam.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 Dark Devas of Destruction.
Hell yeah.
I see.
Poggers.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
I wonder why. I
Cut the
wonder.
bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
Thank you.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Shut it.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Shut it.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right?
Yes.
Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Uh-huh.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Why?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Damn, what a simp.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
God damn it. Two houses connect in the tower in the middle. That's what I thought too, but I ended up finding truth to completely contradicts that. Wasn't it that, what happened in the tower? Got 9 buttons. Propeller, food equals account. Yeah, the strange feeling of the tower.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Wait.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
Yeah, wait, really?
I mean, the walls are different colors.
I mean, we've been over this.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
I'll give you 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Same building, but that's the only mystery. There's no Nagito mentioning here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape
Okay, so
Tower
it's definitely the first one then.
are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
I'm actually using my brain today. Poggers. Surely
Those
no.
towers. Are they really the same place?
Yeah.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What did you do to my country?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
Alright, what do you mean? What do you mean? Let's see.
When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Yeah.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
Wait, but 180 degrees, it would make it go, let's see. Let me do the math quickly. Oh, no, wait, no, that would work.
If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops.
Possibility.
I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down!
What?
Then how about this? Somebody moved.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
no one
we
can
should
move
have all
that.
been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Last time someone said that, they got decapitated. Wait, let's see. What else is moved? Let me see what they have. Wire, crane. Oh. Wait, you can't move oil. Why would you move oil? That's the thing.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been, and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Yeah.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Also, you can't move oil.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Damn it.
Damn it!
Just gonna back to the original topic, yeah.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Alright, let's try this again.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Alright, back to the original.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futurist, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Allow me to cut through those
Everything,
words.
yeah, you said everything. The oil cannot be moved. I should have slowed down when I said the orange words.
Moving the body and pillar is possible. It would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yeah.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
Yeah.
Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
Maybe they
If
are.
they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
She's doing a brain think. The mystery ties to the secret of Funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The one thing we can do is rely on the person who has the clues.
Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
Alright.
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Also, I just realized, is the axe on Ibuki's portrait, drumsticks? Determine. He's talking about the traitor. Well, why is Nagito like to say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to
But
him?
how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
To learn the secret about the life-threatening game.
I see.
Obviously, because he's the only one in there.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
What?
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At
Alright.
an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Huh. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner
See?
pocket.
This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House. But don't you think it's weird? If the Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Looks a lot of things. It doesn't make sense in the
Then
picture.
let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Oh. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, considering we believe there are like two different buildings, I guess I don't see anything in the background right here. I really don't. I think you'd be able to see something if it was there. So I think it's obviously.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Yes.
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yes.
I see. And is that it?
Like I just said, there's a lot of things that make sense in the picture, which means there's a lot of contradictions. I actually have no idea for this one. I mean, this kind of seems sus to me right here. It's about this is the same level. Then what the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It was supposed to be 7 a.m. This did not look like it'd be 7 a.m.
Here.
It's supposed. That looks more like it's in 10 or 11.
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was.
Right? Remember, it's
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House,
oh,
you
that
should
as
see
well.
Grape House behind it.
I was thinking more of the time of the deaths and shit.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No
That's why I
shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Oh.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Oh.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Alright.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
What a cunt.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. It's about that one time. Oh yeah, he came out of nowhere. How did you get? Yeah, teleport. Ah,
You're
yeah.
referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So
Well, yeah.
you realized it already.
There's 3 floors on this building.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
No. Well, that thing's now another. The season 12 here on the 3rd floor. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, more life. Poggers. Okay, let's. I've been playing a lot of F1 2014. I don't know. Wondering why not 2020? My computer's that fucking. Oh shit! I thought that was the first question one. Okay, next time I see you. Now there's the first question one. They do exist. If they didn't, then that'd be weird. Considering, I wonder where the hell have you been staying this whole time? Is it just me, or is this one a bit easier than the other one? Oh, fuck me. Question? Oh, I thought that was question 2 for a second. Oh, there's question 2. Considering I can't see, I'm gonna assume same building, considering I can't see like another building. Alright, poggers. Question 3. Horizontally would be like, it's vertical, right? I believe vertical up and down. Considering he said he took down on, he found on the first floor Strawberry House, and looks like Strawberry's above and Grape. That's what it looks like.
It's all coming together.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like the same building.
I got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So
Yeah.
where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
Yeah.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Yeah.
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings.
Yeah.
They're actually one 6-story building?
If you
Yes.
think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
And Strawberry House is located, it's above.
I see.
He said he took on this first
On
floor of
top
Strawberry
of
House.
Grape House.
Which
That's
you can't
where
see
Strawberry House is located.
He took on the top on the first floor of Strawberry House, which you can't, and you cannot see Grape House.
Because of
And
that,
you found that hatch
the photo
on going
taken from the
down.
first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Oh, that is a good point.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes.
Ah.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
Yeah.
And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Yeah.
You've just been Kuma'd!
I've been wet. I've been wet.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
No.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House,
Yeah.
Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Yeah.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oof.
Definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
There's some creepy ass vibes, I'm telling you. I'm just saying, Kazuichi. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Wait, no, it's not.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
There's no spare parts, though.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Yeah. Something. Yeah, I thought there were no spare
I'm
parts.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, that's wrong. Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
No, I just said, partially perfectly arranged. Yeah.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Yeah.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Yeah.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he
Yeah.
was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
What?
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Device like that. An elevator? Really? The device that teleports to different floors in the same building. I feel like we've seen like that before. Yeah, it's an elevator. E. I don't think you need. If they have 4, I'm just gonna destroy them. L is an E? I've never learned how to spell elevator. Fuck off. It wasn't E, wasn't it? Oh fuck, that was an E. Elevator. Elevate. Oh. There you go. I learned how to spell elevator today.
I got it.
Elevator.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Yeah.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
I mean, that makes
Inside of
sense.
the tower is one big elevator.
That makes sense if you think about it.
Which means the tower was
That's why no
designed so
stuff
that
can
the
move
whole room
around.
goes up and down like an elevator.
I mean, that explains why the stuff didn't move around as well.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yeah.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Yes, thank you.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Yeah.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Oh, that's easy.
And a
That's
picture
easy.
of a grape on the
Right.
far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
Anyway, like I say, that's easy. That's because it wants to give you the illusion that they're two different buildings. It wants to give you that illusion. It doesn't want. It wants you to think that's two different buildings instead of just one whole building.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Yeah.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yeah.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Yeah.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between two towers. Includes the body, the pillar. So basically everything on the floor. Right? Yeah, it was... They were huge, they were all... No, they were all on the floor.
I see.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
Yeah.
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Look at the elevator, there's no ceiling. Well, only the floor moves, right?
I see.
That would make sense about. Oh, it is.
So that's it. Elevator
It took
was
me like 3
designed so
seconds.
only the floor
It
moved.
took me like a couple seconds, like a second or two after it said that's it to realize that. Oh yeah, I was right.
Only the floor moved?
Yeah. Think about it.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Yeah.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Yeah.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yeah.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Monokuma. Would you like to explain?
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What? Swoon, what?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Ah.
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Oh, yeah.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
Yeah.
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth.
Alright.
The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Huh.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
I mean, yeah.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
Alright.
Pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Ah, what a simp.
You said
I
earlier
feel
that
bad for him, though.
Strawberry
I
House
do
and
feel
Grape
bad for
House
him.
are connected vertically, right? If
Yes.
so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
See, I much I clearly thought of that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Yeah.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I do. What does this mean? The two towers are connected vertically. The position of the tower should be the same of both floors, both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Okay, I got one. Connie. No, I remember. Kazuichi. He did the whole
If the two
thing
houses
with
are
the
connected vertically,
The compass. The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Then he said, wait.
However, at
both
houses,
it was 180 degrees
if
on
the
the thing.
contact elevator is behind you,
So maybe Kazuichi's account.
the towers are in opposite directions.
No, it can't.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
Yeah, one is a coffee shop. I just saw
What's
that.
with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Yeah. It's an argument.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
Yeah, so Kazuichi's account
The
would be
elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Yeah.
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Yes.
Meaning, as the elevator moved
Halfway.
between the two houses,
360.
it also rotated 180 degrees.
Yes. Thank you, Chiaki.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Yeah.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Yes.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Yes.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
He makes a good point, not gonna lie.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
Well, he is a bear.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Okay, you can't argue with his logic,
I'm
though.
different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
I mean, I don't think she's
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Shut it,
As
you.
long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Octo means 8.
I see!
I know basic math.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
For me, it's... Considering we know it's somewhere around here, right? I'm gonna click right here in the middle. Looks like a little... Alright, so it's not... I clicked Strawberry House by accident. I was trying to go in the middle. So, is it this?
Here!
Because I know it's in between both of them.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided Strawberry House is on top of the 6-sided Grape House?
Yeah.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Oh.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
Learned.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means
Huh.
the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Oh.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How could killer use that to kill murder Nekomaru? And who was the killer who did this? Well, I'll see you guys in the end. Next. There you go, Sam.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Thank you, Mommy. Very cool.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mechamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Yeah.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no
Come on,
such
Gundam.
thing as murder for the sake of hope.
I mean...
Murder is simply murder.
I'm not going there.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Alright.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito is Joe. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's caused death, huh? He was arm damaged and he was being sensitive to blunt object, but he was being blunt object. It wouldn't be a kill. He utilized the building structure. So, building structure, dead battery? No, crushed by elevator. I mean, somewhat, but it doesn't look that bad for that. Being with blood. No, we just went to falling. It had to be falling.
I see.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
No.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Shut it.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
But you can't.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru led falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? I'm gonna reach the truth of this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. Alright, look, I'm trying to figure this out.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
Yeah.
you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Yeah.
Then, how about this? After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Oh, yeah.
As long as there's a moving object inside,
Wait a minute. What if they press
the
this?
other door won't open.
If they press this button, he can't. He's not moving.
Which means the elevator
He's
wouldn't have
not
moved
considered
either.
moving.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I couldn't understand that Nekomaru from dead. Looks like salted to me.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
Yes.
You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
He's not wrong.
Then, how about this? After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I've been playing video games for years. I'm trying to get back to it.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
Yeah.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
Yeah.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
He's talking a lot. And last time someone talked a lot, they were the murderer. So I'm kind of scared now.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create a drop from inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still inside. Shaki seems to have an idea. What could that be? Could it be the broken handle? It has to be like considering it's up there. I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. Alright, let's see.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, not the hammer.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No, not the pillar.
What about the oil on the floor?
Oh, what the hell? What the...
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay, now that... Wait a minute.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Okay, the door...
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Bruh. Okay, the elevator...
If you arrange it a certain way,
Oh, no, you know, yeah, that makes sense.
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, not the hammer.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
It's,
What about the oil on the floor?
You're kidding me?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
Think about it. Wire down on his whole body, and the doorknob on the floor. That kind of seems... That one...
Did the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Oh. Maybe I forgot about that.
Might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
I mean, that makes sense. I was talking about oh, okay, never mind.
Is that the same wire that was tied around
I was
Nekomaru?
almost right, yeah.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If
Yeah.
the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mechamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Yeah.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Thank you. Someone of the brain in this household.
And suspended Mechamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
No!
You better not finish that sentence.
I realized who was going there.
Killer took advantage
No.
of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What?
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Really?
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
If he doesn't, the radio, right? His radio, right?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Oh wait, shit! I agree with Cloud underwater, man.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Oh wait, the alarm.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No, the alarm.
Allow me to cut through those words.
It made me think about it, like the clock radio. He has an
What do you think
alarm
would
on
happen
it.
if Nekomaru woke
clock
up
radio
while he was
just
suspended upside down in
the radio
midair?
clock just shows the accurate time, but the actual alarm inside of it actually wake him up. That makes more sense. Then.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Oh.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
They're like halfway.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When
Yeah.
Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Possibly.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that it happened because in case I'll show full power. Oh yeah, Nekomaru nearly destroyed them. It really was.
I
Was
see.
to find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Bruh.
If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy. He gets off on this.
Yes, he does.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru
Neko-
ended up falling while he was
Sora
still
gives
hanging
him
upside
actual
down.
compliment one time, and he's like, "Why aren't you bullying me? I like that."
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's always blood somewhere. You can fucking look. The fucking pillar.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Yes.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
It was part.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, It would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery, I understand. Seriously, it's just another one. But I can't choke up a time like this. Just a little more to reach the truth. So I should definitely find a clue breaking through the contradiction. Alright, let's see what everyone has to say first, Anya.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Yes, I know that.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Yes.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Yeah.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of
Ooh,
those
yeah.
must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering.
Uh-huh.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Wait, no, wait,
That's gotta be it!
well, you can't mess with that alarm. It's literally, it's a radio clock. It's one of those clocks where it specifies specifically the whatever time with that
We
current
headed
time.
for Grape Tower.
So no, you can't mess with that alarm.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Got it.
That's wrong.
Got it right before she started talking again.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're
Yeah.
saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe
Yeah.
the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Yeah.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Yeah.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Yeah, but his.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
The time-related contradiction. I don't think it's doubt. I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake something was done, but what was it? It can't be the. Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we understand something. I think I should focus. If I focus and be able to find the answer to the mystery. You can't mess with the clock in Nekomaru's body. We can mess with the clocks in both buildings. I'm actually doing well today. Like, I'm actually, like, being somewhat smart. Like, I'm actually using my brain today, which is rare for me. I understand it's rare for me, but still. Just give me this one, man. First one. Oh, the time in the building. Time in the building. Where? Now we understand who the murderer is. We don't know who that is yet. I'm not gonna lie, this music poggers. Oh shit. I thought I got that jump. You see, I got this jump, but I can't get the other one apparently. Oh, there you go. I got it now. Question 2, okay. What clock was tampered with? Building clock. Alright, I don't want to go too fast when I go that one, because you cannot mess with Nekomaru's clock, so Nekomaru's clock and both were going to be wrong answers. When you've been gaming like me for years, you kind of understand question 3. They've said both the clocks in both buildings are wrong. So I'm guessing both houses. Hell yeah. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot to click that for a second.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yes.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Yeah.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify how much time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth for that one. In one go. Let's see it. Go, contact elevator. Alright, let's see what happens. I like hearing them all.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Yes.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yes.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Oh wait, Connie
It
Connie
would
did.
have been a great clue.
But let's just see what else anyone else say.
Or his scream.
Or his scream. Yeah, no. Because Connie heard the
Type
sound.
to let out a scream?
Yes, he is.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough.
Yeah, that is true.
We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
I mean, the word "if" does exist. I'm a dick. But
If
no,
the time in the building was all messed up, then we
Akane-
can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Akane gave the account for the
The
sound.
time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
Akane's account gives out that she heard the sound.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought
Yeah.
it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
Yeah.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
Yeah.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Rumbling sound. Let's see. He died at 7:30, but he used the alarm at 5:30, which would be 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only
If you
Nekomaru.
messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, You definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Yeah.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
Besides messing with the time, also the specific thing. The specific thing would be not the rumbling sound, it'd be Monokuma Tai Chi. Because it's at 7 a.m.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Yeah.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
What?
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
That's a good point. Tower rages. Oh yeah. That.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Yes.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Yeah.
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right.
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
What?
What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Who doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Let's see. If there was Gundam is fine. Fuyuhiko's fine, and who was else in that building? Was it Kazuichi and... Oh yeah, Kazuichi. So it's Nagito. Right?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you. Right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Oh.
If I may be frank.
No, you're Nagito. Someone's gonna kill him for that joke.
Even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Yeah.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
There were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Secret, what do these three have in common? Could also be the secret that points to the killer. Let's see, what common? Their guest rooms, kind of? The type of guest room? Let's see. Yeah, it's the type of guest room, but they were all in deluxe rooms. Deluxe rooms, yeah, they were all in deluxe rooms. I'm right, deluxe rooms are, soundproof. Unlike my actual room, which I still need blank soundproof
Nagito,
for.
Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Guest rooms are divided by quality grade, deluxe rooms, yeah, soundproof. Soundproof, social insulation.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
I'm gonna kill him.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Let's see. I feel I understand what Nagito means. The killer's among us. Funny name. Sorry, have to do it every time. The killer who killed Nekomaru. Okay, Hajime heard the sound. Gundam was there in the lounge. Akane heard the sound. Fuyuhiko heard the sound, but he was in the lounge most of the time. Nagito was in the deluxe room. Chiaki deluxe room. Sonia deluxe room. Kazuichi ran out of his room. So it's she heard the sound. So it's between Gundam and Fuyuhiko then. I don't know. I like Gundam. Could it be him? But it could also be Fuyuhiko. But again, he witnessed Monokuma go down there, and he said he was in the lounge the whole time. Wait. No. They saw him with the alarm. Let's see. I think it is Gundam. Is it?
You're the only one!
Wait a fucking minute.
Gundam?
Wait
something I want to ask you.
Wait a fucking minute. Are y'all fucking with me, right? This is a fucking lie, right? I like him. Don't tell me he's actually the fucking murderer.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Oh.
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Oh, shit.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mechamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Ah.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms.
Yeah.
After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Huh.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
10?
Huh?
Doing the math.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Yeah.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
I mean, no one's panicking except you, Gundam.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
What?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce.
Wow.
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Oh.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
All right.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Yeah.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Huh?
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor.
Yeah.
From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Yeah.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Yeah.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Chunky boy. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, there's some contradiction born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Finally, a Chad move. Alright, let's see what they have to say.
That elevator was
The
only means of travel between the two houses.
No, it isn't. It's the... What about the...
As long as that elevator was broken.
Final dead room.
Your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Yeah.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Oh, wait, this...
How much longer do you
damn it.
plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
There's a secret passageway.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Yeah.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
Why
don't we stop this already? that elevator was...
Yeah.
the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito, he's the one who went to the final dead room, and now he mentioned you can now just go through. Now whoever passed the final dead room can just go in and out of the rooms, out of the buildings without needing to use the elevator.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Yeah. Because I shut up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Yes.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Yes.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
What?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's
What?
no way they didn't know.
Yeah.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
I mean, there's the
If you value
there's
your
two things
life,
there,
you should stop
a
with
wire
your
and a hammer that should be from the
There's
final
no
dead
way
room.
I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Gundam. Oh my god, Gundam. The wire. Let's see. Everything that's in there. Yeah, the only thing that's in there is the wire.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
His argument is awesome. Just let's cut against.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Okay, okay, I have to start.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Damn it, it's hard.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I got it. Thank God.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
Yeah, the wire's the only
The
thing that
secret
can be.
passage was at the Octagon.
Yeah.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Damn it.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't at least pray
fuck.
to the key which dwells in the light!
Amy's probably. Yeah, that's. I saw orange.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Thank God. The wires don't think you get from
The
there.
wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
Nagisa mentioned when I
The
was in
hammer
this
that
game
looked like
yesterday.
the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
Oh yeah, the chain. I
Those
forgot
are all
about
the
that.
items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
I want to grab the chain. I'll be honest.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Yeah.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Yeah. Gundam.
Seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case, but there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator
oh,
was
wait, I'm not
probably
pressing anything?
broken by that point.
Really?
Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which
Wait,
was
that-
supposed to be the meetup point.
Wait a minute,
so
that
we
makes sense.
tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken.
But then how did we
Well,
get down there?
It's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through
But
this, Gundam
there's multiple
successfully
holes in
lured
your-
Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Well, that's
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Gundam?
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Yeah.
It appears I cannot finish just yet.
All right.
Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I
right.
cannot finish!
Alright,
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you
All
saying
right.
you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button.
Yeah.
However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other...
Alright, we're back. And I have returned.
You must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know my mouse was on the game still. Oh, hell. God damn it.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
There you go. Come on, that was the easy one. That was... How is this chapter 4 and that one? I finally got an easy one of those.
Even if you didn't get behind him,
I tried to charge my phone.
you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Ah.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams.
Yeah.
In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Yeah.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance.
Alright.
Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Alright. Oh, the closing argument. Fuck yeah. Alright, let me start with stock 1. I woke up at... Who set the alarms? Who gathered the lounge? Right? Okay, got that one. Who can't sleep, so... Okay, no. That one fits there.
I thought I saw that one earlier. Oh no, he messed with the... He messed with it earlier. No, so that one's not there. Okay, so those are... Alright. The... Okay, so this one and this one are not it. Alright, so it's that one, Damn it. Okay. Block 3. After leaving the tower. Alright. That one's there. That one's there, okay. I feel like this one's it. Alright. Alright, let's start from this one then. There's yeah, okay, so it's that one I missed. What did okay, yeah, the huge hammer.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Got it.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
Alright.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand.
I'm gonna make this thumbnail because it doesn't really give much when it happens.
These tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Yeah.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building.
Yeah.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru.
Yeah.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that.
However, I like the robot sound.
Because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Yeah.
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Yeah.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Aw, small boys.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Voting time. Voting time. I'm kidding. I like Gundam though. I like Gundam. He's a pog. Ah, yes.
This result isn't all that exciting.
How?
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
What
Crap!
the?
I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Ha! Loser. Gundam. I like Gundam. All rise. You better I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct again. Getting 4 in a row without mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the Amazing Funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Hey, I said I'll bite my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided to kill Riz, let's do the execution already and get it over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop it either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my
Why
tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well!
Is what I would say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said that I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. There was no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean explain? Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan. Utilizing that secret, by tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And that's when that is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation, and we had our stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it could have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower ground itself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why can't you stop this? Even if both sides agree, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you
I must say this. What's the point of living when you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
Oh, there's nothing courageous about that. It's an abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Are you telling us to wait until we started death? I'd rather have that happen to us than one of our friends kill each other. Oh, do you mean you'd rather die?
Fall,
even though we were locked inside this building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. It is simply a reason to forgive it. Give it up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life is just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at the point of their lifespan engage cannibalism.
Listen well!
That's what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of killing is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world till the very last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It's a violation of nature, of natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that? Are you saying all that to justify what we did?
But
it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I already said, I did not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
What about the final dead room? Did the Russian let too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nocto, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted to crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for Arashik, did you? I can't believe you asked such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Thank you, Gundam. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in a 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you!
Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act of unrefined that's stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fun to start for reals now, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Poggers. Well, let's see. Let's see what Gundam's execution is. Wait, what the fuck? Stampede? He's gonna get ran the fuck over? No, not the hamsters. Not the... Oh no. That one has a seed in his hand, I just realized. What the fuck? The fuck? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's happening? Yo, what the fuck? Epic moments? Oh. No. Not Poggers. What the hell? The fuck? Gundam. No, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingers deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
Y'all spend so much time on worrying each other. Thanks to that, things end up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
And such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell. And I presume he'll be very, very cross with us. You're right. You're right. I just realized she was crying. We shouldn't just stand there. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who died, we still finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
So, how long are you gonna stand here chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry up and go back to Jabberwock Island. However, killing Skull Chapel will proceed as usual. So make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer can you keep doing this? Seriously, how is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel over for us. Let's hurry up and eat some food.
Hey, hey!
Oh, hold on a sec. That moon shift was too damn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. It's what it means to live, right? Huh. She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
Let's go back for now and eat. And after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. You're right. I like Xiaoqi. She's Pog Champ. After that, the class trial came to an end, and once again we returned to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group was certainly diminished. But despite that, even if we just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun. Of course, our optimism only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget the despair looming before us. And however, the only thing I'm worried about was him. He wasn't here. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. What? Him. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. I mean, you kind of fucked it. Thanks to that, I will learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. It's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file just had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with the other materials, or maybe they reached their limits. Regardless, I was saved. Things would be complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once for all. Even if it costs my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who has summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Oh, why is a lonely little Naruto? Why are you alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell.
Hmm?
Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
Is that what I think to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so you don't even know. Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why did you send me anyway? Are you gonna finally confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize at the final dead room.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about the 16 files I received, but isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor in the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students would be 16.
Isn't that
But
right?
the final key documents are created by Hoshi Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a long time making. Even if this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student in the Hoshi Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is it your doing? Did you slip false information to the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? Wait, sorry, I got distracted by something. Ow. Anyway. What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is you already know who the traitor is.
Hmm?
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well,
riled
you're
up.
just feeling correct that when you say, I know who the traitor was all along, but you know I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like wanting me after losing your magic. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey is putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not even entirely true. I didn't come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone's on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. If that's the case, I may be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, no, no.
Well, obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want everyone to make you feel like despair. That includes you too.
Well,
I knew you'd say that. Besides, I just want to be able to handle sadness if you inadvertently betray me later on. Just I thought you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, step-ladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you. That I don't know what you're talking about, but someone is worthless to me reminds you of some other person. Man. They must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But if you're just unlucky, it's just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're involved in something like this...
Wow.
I am? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
What'd you say? Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is rather a rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on Silent. That's why I have to have the one that does it. If I eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become the existence that could be called the ultimate hope. But two of you are like, you definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
There's one thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is that person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
If
that was the case, if that person is already on the island, wouldn't it be exciting? What the fuck is happening? 5 days, 11 hours, 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Damn. Oh, fuck. The Hellhound earring. Yes, of course I would love to. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Danganronpa. Was that Trigger Happy Havoc? Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Anyway, thank you guys for watching that, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. Oh, I just saved it, that's right. Goodbye.